Okay, a little change of pace. We're going to do the shocks on the Mrs. Juke here. Got it up on jack stands. You don't need it up that high. The shocks are right at the back there. So easy to get at. And then the bolts for the top are up top in here. Cover off. Okay, that's the top of the shock right there. Let's see if I can pop this boot off here. Bingo. And it's the same on the other side. I already popped the cover off. I'm gonna pull this little boot off. Get a wiggler. You gotta grunt a little. Oh, this one being stubborn. Oh, nice. Don't use a knife. Use something more appropriate to pry with. There's the other one. So I'm just gonna pop those nuts off, pull the bottom, and then slide them out the bottom. Okay, shocks are out. I had to pull the spare tire out because the bolt or the nut off the top of the shock fall down and went underneath. I had to go searching for it, but that's okay. Once the shocks pop off, so I do have, where did I put it? Okay. Get yourself one of these Milwaukee impact gun, worth every cent. I'm not sponsored by Milwaukee, but the impact gun is definitely worth it. Okay, what was I gonna grab here? It's in there. So if you know, you organize your workspace, then you know where everything is. As you can see, I'm well organized. And if you think so, I have some nice swamp property. Here's the other thing. The old liquid wrench. This stuff is magic. Being from Ontario and dealing with rusty pieces of crap, this is the stuff that works. WD-40 is not a penetrant. This is, and it's super good. I'm not sponsored by these guys either, but it's the stuff to use. Just gonna, because this side over here is at the bottom. Not terrible, but might as well make life easy. Alright. Oh, okay, kids. It's in there pretty tight. Old impact wasn't hitting there. I had to resort to this type of brutality. There. It's not fun to break loose, but these are the originals. And I think they've been on there, so the car's a 2013, so 8-9 years. Sure, the build date. I mean, it only has 60,000 K on it, so like 35-ish thousand miles. So, I mean, the rest of it's basically mint underneath, like brand new, still factory Nissan Cal Sonic muffler. She's got the all-wheel drive. Good little car. Too bad Nissan builds junk now. Yeah, and it's an ugly Juke that everyone loves to hate, but I think this is one of the best cars we've ever owned, to be honest, as far as newer type vehicles go. It's a little smallish, but it's great around the city. Anyway, carry on with this stubborn bolt. So old shock's out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this bushing, this cup, and hopefully this boot over to this other shock. Stops dirt from getting on the stem and then wiping the seal out. I mean, the seal got wiped out anyway. That's why that's all the oil that's supposed to be in the shock is outside the shock. And that's what prompted the whole changing of the shocks deal. Okay, I'm gonna go to transferring this stuff over. Holy smokes, I just discovered there was a whole kit of hardware in the box for the shocks. So there, I put the new stuff on. Gave that cup that sits on top a little spritz of the Renews It spray, better known as Black Sprit Paint. There, I'm gonna throw them in now. And another thing I do is once you start tightening it, that stem, the shock wants to spin. I just put a small set of vice grips. I mean, it's just up against the plastic, just enough to stop it from spinning and being super irritating. So the vice grips are just a little easier than using the channel locks. It's easier going together actually than it is taking it apart. That's why I use the channel locks to take it apart, because I can two-hand it. This I don't need to. No, it's just a matter of tedious one corner turn at a time until it looks like that. And then we're done. It'll bottom out. Actually bottoms out on that steel bushing that's in the other piece. There we go. That's it. Not too hard. Fairly simple. Took me a bit because I kept stopping to film bits, and then I took this apart thinking I was gonna have to need the hardware that fell down in here, but I should anyway. Who wants to hear that rattling around when you're driving? Now I just gotta put the spare and everything back in. So it should ride a lot better. She was a little jouncey and bouncy. She would clunk in the back here. So hopefully that takes care of that. Simple, pretty easy to work on actually, this little buggy. I was worried it was going to be some weird mount. But pretty simple. I actually looked on YouTube to see if there was a video. Normally I don't post modern cars. Well, I didn't see a video for changing the rear shocks on a Nissan Juke, so that's why I've done this one. Thank you. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It is mostly vintage car stuff. My T-Bucket project